Hello everybody, my name is Justin Hootie and I'm here with my helper,
Hey y'all, it's Maya.
and today we're going to actually talk to you guys. We're going to talk to you guys about our favorite top 20 I think or 10 favorite lightsaber from Star Wars. And we might have a problem on which lightsaber hill do we pick. I went deeper from a library that wanted more like the Phantom Menace, so that one is gonna be interesting. So, Maya, you wanted to go first, or you want me to go first?
Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna start there.
No.
I'm gonna say this one because Return of the Jedi is
Oh, Luke Skywalker lightsaber. That one is kind of more like a hero prop. You can actually show it. Yeah, this one is the hero prop that I just made, and it's not actually that good. But tell us the reason why you like that one.
well. When I think about the Star Wars movies, for whatever reason, this movie Return of the Jedi always comes up, and for whatever reason, I do always recognize these bridges at the bottom as
Yeah,
like a bit of a staple for some.
kind of more like Obi Wan Kenobi because Obi Wan and Luke kind of you can actually put it on my bed. Kind of more like the same thing. So for my personal thing, I kind of like this one. This is way lightsaber from Star Wars Revenge, not Revenge, it's the Rise of Skywalker. When the first one in the Last Jedi, when Kylo Ren and Rey using the Force pole, they're trying to rip the lightsaber in half, and then Leia Organa actually try to forge it together. I like that one because it have no clown because that one really do have a clown, which yeah, and again there's no D-Wing, they kind of more they have a fancy, they kind of more like a plastic grip, you can actually put it on there, but there's no D-Wing or Cobalt Wing. But I kind of like the D-Wing better than all the rest of the stuff. And then I did some painting and stuff, and I added in some detail to make it just a perfect clothes from the movie. And that one is kind of more like the Force Awakens and Last Jedi. It's kind of funny how well, we don't know what happened to it after Darth Vader cut off Luke Skywalker's hand in Empire Strikes Back. Then Mars actually found it, but we don't know where she actually got it from, which you saw it when Luke Skywalker lightsaber and the hand actually fell outside into the depth of Calcium and never actually seen it again. You can actually okay? Trying to make it as gently possible. So it's your turn, Maya.
Okay, my next choice is this one. And
Kylo Ren lightsaber.
yes, the reason why I chose this one, despite the controversy of the person, is I don't know if there's any Disney fans out there, but Disney has a new section in the park, and they really do a good job with advertising the newest movie. And they spent a lot of money on just really
You can
immersing.
actually
Oh,
show them.
I'm really immersing all the people that come to view the area. It's a it's a trading port station that they created in Disneyland, and then there's a 15-minute ride, and they really showcase this lightsaber in particularly at least 3 times.
Yeah, oh, sorry to interrupt you, but kind of funny thing, this lightsaber more Ben Solo lightsaber after he make his character bleed and then he added in some detail. Kind of more this one, this one that I customized. This one is actually just a regular Ben Solo without no cross guard onto it when Luke Skywalker actually trying to defend himself when he actually trying to attack. Then Kylo Ren actually used the force to actually grab the rooftop from in the Last Jedi until he could see by Emperor Palpatine, Darcia, and Supreme Leader Snoke after you can actually put it and then that kind of more like the whole story. So what my favorite one is, can I get that one for me? Yeah. My favorite one is this one. This is the real Glass Luke Skywalker lightsaber because kind of funny thing in 1978, George Lucas don't have enough money, right, enough budget to try and sell all the toys back in the 1977. He wanted to actually do like the holiday special to trying to keep the merchandise going and all that. But some of the glass like the bunny ear, kind of more like Luke, Anakin, they're a lot more expensive so I got it from on eBay, which it cost $40. And then I did some of the thing. I got the grips, I got the keychain right here. I added in some control bar. They're like cool thing. So yeah, they kind of more like almost like a display, or you like go to a cosplay, but you have to be more careful. It kind of more like they will actually break. And I don't know, which one do you like the most? You like the glass that the lightsaber have bunny ears, or you kind of like this one?
I like the grip.
Oh yeah, the grip
I like this one as well.
yeah. So it's your turn, Maya.
Piggybacking off of what he said, I'm going to choose this one next. And I'm choosing this one because of the grip on it.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking of myself, if I had a lightsaber, I would want something that would allow me the best full coverage to latch on to something.
That one.
And I don't recall whose lightsaber this is.
That one is Luke, because that one is from Empire Strikes Back when Darth Vader actually called Luke Skywalker hand, and you look up closely, it kind of more for example, that one, for example, it doesn't have a glass eye or the glass pen. They added in some bolt, and then the button is kind of more different. And then the activation switch is not have a clamp, and you have a 7 grips, and then you actually see Luke Skywalker hold on to it, and then when Darth Vader actually cut it, ah!
And he goes down lava.
Well, not going to lava, into the Cloud City. When Luke and Darth Vader actually got lost. So my personal is that one. Luke Skywalker likes it from A New Hope. Part of the reason why I like it one because this is kind of more like the original lightsaber back in 1977 when George Lucas and his team actually having a hard time finding a weapon. So they actually do is that they found an old camera flash and they have a bubble calculator card with some of I think a washer, the rubber washer from a car grips, and you have a D ring, and then the kind of more like the first lightsaber that they ever actually produced back in 1977. But it's funny in the picture after Luke did something like this, he looked at it. It'd be funny how Mark Hamill himself accidentally turned it on and then and then by Obi-Wan Kenobi well darn.
Which one over here is Yoda's?
Um I don't know, but maybe on top one? Yes, that one. So you presented it. So I cannot try to make it as close as I can. Now I have the books. Give me Maya. So I have the book, and I try my best to actually try to make it as close as I can as this one. But hey, if it's as close as it can get. So you tell me what you actually pick that one.
Okay. I picked this one simply because I'm a Yoda fan. That is the reason behind this choice. I think he's a master. We all know Yoda is exemplary, a profound
Yeah.
swordsman. And yeah, I think I don't know why, perhaps his wand is so short in like length because he's a shorter person, a smaller person. But yeah, I did notice that his is on the shorter side for grip wise. And yeah.
People are having a hard time trying to pick up his lightsaber and trying to use it to against him. Till after he lost it in an epic fight between Darth Sidious. So, yeah, that will be for my other choice. I have Luke Skywalker B2 lightsaber from Return of the Jedi. The like beat up lightsaber when you see in a sandbox and in the Death Star of, well, you see it in the sandbox, and then when Darth Vader actually grab it, he say, "I see you have constructed a new lightsaber." And then you see it in the Emperor throne room and all that because it kind of looked like beat up. You have like a longer lever and then glass like camouflage. Now I added in some wood and then I just painted, but I didn't actually like trying to mark part to seal it up. I still need to try to seal up the whole paint because A, it kind of like coming off. B, it doesn't want to stay there. And C, and when it actually get dusty, it kind of like it keep getting, like sticker, not sticker, like paint coming off. That kind of like a one thing. Okay,
Question.
okay.
For that one that you just had,
Yeah.
do you think it was an upgrade from his previous swords?
Well, not really. When the hero lightsaber that Luke ever like built, you see like a close up between when Darth Vader actually look at it when he like turn it on, and you see the lightsaber when Luke is like tinkering his lightsaber in the cave in Tatooine, and then he turn on and then give it to R2D2. The other one that it just like been used when he like fight in the sandbar to I forgot what it's called. What did you say by Han Solo from God, I forgot his name. And the fight between Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine. So it's your turn. What lightsaber do you actually go for?
Mm.
Because we don't have enough time.
Oh, okay. Is this
Oh, that one is Anakin Skywalker lightsaber from Attack of the Clone. And tell me why you actually like that.
Okay, I like this one because of the certain details on this one in particular really stand out to me. So one, of course, the grip. You guys, I just said previously that I really like the ones that have
Oh, be
optional
careful.
grip. Oh, excuse me. Move it. And then if you look closely, there's all these small details from the coloring on the side with the silver, really nice silver covering and coating. And then if you turn in the front, he missed no details buttons with the coloring. I don't know if you can see the coloring on the side with the red light and the green. I just really like the way this one was constructed, and I also like that.
Yeah, that one is kind of based off on my Darth Vader after Anakin became Darth Vader, and then he gonna use that. But when I see that, like
Yes.
in like a movie, Attack of the Clone, when he trying to say Obi-Wan Kenobi and Padme in a battle droid like a robot factory, like his hand got stuck onto the part of the battle droid part, and then the blade actually cut it in half till the thing had been destroyed. And then Anakin tried to turn it on. When he looked at it, he said, "Not again. Obi-Wan gonna kill me on this one. But Obi-Wan ain't gonna kill me." So for my next that one. That one is a Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi stunt lightsaber. That one is made out of wood, Now it kind of more like a shell stunt of like Alec Guinness, Sir Alec Guinness at Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Mark Hamill using the same lightsaber that they actually trying to practice in A New Hope and Empire Strike Back. When Mark Hamill actually fight training with Bob Anderson, like a stunt devil guy, and then the book is a cool detail. I'm trying to make it as close as I can. Now, the part of the reason why it kind of like a different is because this one is a hero prop, this one is a stunt prop, and this one is a V3. So it kind of more like a hero, V2, and V3. I know it kind of like a lot at first, but I kind of like it, the details that I did like did. I did like some holes right here and right here on the fin neck and down here. Added in some D-ring and some detail. Then I would burn all the cool little detail, made the activation switch and the control box and a card. And then I just like painted everything, and I think it came out really good. Which one do you actually like? The hill one, B2 one, or that one?
Hmm. I like this one is small. It's a smaller version of the hero one. The hero one's really big, but I guess that gives you optimum
Yeah.
double hand coverage. But you still have great coverage with this one. So this one is my favorite out of the three.
Yeah, like people actually really like Luke Skywalker, which it kind of more like it's actually saying like Obi-Wan in Revenge of the Sith when Luke Skywalker trying to actually go Obi-Wan house in Tatooine trying to read some book, and then he found interesting book of how you construct it. So he used Obi-Wan Kenobi part, and then he found a green kyber crystal, and then he found Qui-Gon Jinn's, or I don't know where he actually get the green kyber crystal, but it kind of more like a theory. Maya. Oh yeah, the one that I just like built it. Percent that one.
Okay. And so I chose this one because I don't know if you guys can see, but right here in this part, there's stacked levels, and you can really see the attention to detail with doing this. There is no shortcuts. This is not paint. This is finding the correct pieces to stack up to make this. So I really like this. Also on the side, you can tell that he spent the time putting in the
I
lines.
spent time.
Yeah, spent the time and putting in the designs on the side, as well as the famous ridges at the bottom. And so this one caught my eye because of all of that. And
Yeah,
as well, the shine to its luminance. I don't know if you guys can tell in the video, but it's really nice. As well, this one has some weight to it compared to the other ones. Like it's
yeah,
quite heavy.
yeah. I did try to learn it on YouTube. But I did a guy actually know how to like build a lightsaber, so I just like try and did exactly what he did, and then it came out really so amazing. So is it gonna be like on a display, and it kind of like a good hit to it, like all the original lightsaber. So one of my actually favorite one is Peony Mooney lightsaber from the Phantom Menace and Attack the Clone. When you actually see, huh, let's see, no, there it is. This guy. His lightsaber. Part of the reason why I like that one is because, like, I don't know, like, I know people have a hard time trying to, like, wield it, but it kind of more like I did do some PVC pipe, some wood, and some vacuum cleaner. But I kind of like this one because, like, when Anakin Skywalker actually used it in Attack of the Clone, when his lightsaber got been destroyed, some of the Jedi trying to hand over some Anakin and Obi-Wan Obi-Wan had like a blue one, Anakin had a green one. And so when they fight Count Dooku, Obi-Wan actually throw his lightsaber, and then that one had got been destroyed again, which had already been cut out. And yeah, like it had like some like great detail to it, have a button and a paint job that I did. But you have to be more careful because on the top one it has some like a heft to it, so I just put it on the display, which I don't know why, but yeah, that one kind of like very hard. Alright. Oh, you're going for that one.
I am going for this one.
The dark mark, that upside down.
Yes. Okay. So I chose this one for my next selection, different from the ones that I've chose previously. It attracted my eye because I also liked how it must have been broken at some point because there's exposed wires. Am I correct?
Yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi actually chop off Darth Maul lightsaber, and we don't know what happened to another one when Obi-Wan Kenobi like kicked him. But in like the Star Wars, the Clone Wars, when his like brother, Darth Maul brother, actually claimed it, and then he like actually have it, but in the new Star Wars, the Clone Wars, he actually attached it to another lightsaber. But then Ahsoka Tano actually beat him, and then we don't know what happened. But I didn't actually see the new one, so yeah. Okay, for my next one is the stunt lightsaber from A New Hope. When that one it kind of more by from A New Hope when Luke Skywalker actually turned it on, and then the kind of more like a Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader shell stunt. Like you have like a seven grip, you have like a calculator and some like a clam, have like a glass eye with no no like forgot what you call it, like no glass eyes, two eye, then a button, and then the real button, like I don't know if you can actually see in my yeah. Sorry, but when you try to turn it on, the blade actually in the motor actually turn it on that actually spun the pole like a movie screen material applied to it. So that way it can reflect the light source back at hundred of time in intensity. So I think I kinda like that one because hey, it kinda more like a shell stun used by Mark Hamill and David Prowl, which is he actually passed away a year ago, and yeah, so it kind of like pretty good. Like it have like seven grip and a bubble card, so it doesn't really like matter what I like. Okay, Maya, it's your turn. What do you actually pick?
I'm torn between this
I know, pick one. Oh yeah, and forgot about that one as well.
one. Okay.
Wow,
I chose this one. And then if you look on the inside, there's a crystal in it, which
yeah,
is wonderful attention to detail. I chose this one because once again, I really like the grip. If I were to choose lightsaber myself, also single hand, this is definitely not one that is meant for double hand. I really like that, and the lever on the side is really nice. Nice attention to detail. I like how it has the uneven ridges to show that it was broken and the core.
yeah. When Kylo Ren and Rey actually used the force hole, when the lightsaber actually go like that, the lightsaber go, and then the whole thing actually like flying back, like Kylo Ren and Rey actually fly back, and then Rey somehow actually pick up those two, and then she probably figure out how are we going to fix the resistant nows, and then like in the Rise of Skywalker when Leia Organa actually wailed it, you already like see that one. So oh, okay, so it's my turn. I picked this one because this one is a youngling lightsaber from Star Wars Attack of the Clone. when my George Lucas don't have any enough lightsaber pop, he just like, hey, why not we actually just take from a box a toy from a Phantom Menace? So they open a packaging from the toy from the Phantom Menace, they repainted it, added in some detail, handed it a couple of kids, and say, here's your very own lightsaber. And that is the whole point. They wanted to try to make it as cheap as possible. So I never actually had like a toy prop before, so I just like close it can to the actual thing. I added in some paws, added in some bottom piece, then I sanded it part and then when I painted like gold and like silver and some black and blue, it came out really nice. What do you think?
I think it came out really nice. This was actually going to be my next choice. I don't know if you guys can truly tell, but yeah, all the small details are they're really here, and the paint job is definitely wonderful. And I didn't know you sanded the top, but it looks really nice.
I know, but yeah, I sanded it just a little bit, so it kind of hard when you like became an adult by handle by two, but if you handle just one, come on like Ahsoka Tano when she had like two lightsaber. But when you were a little kid, like 5 or 10, then you can actually try to like use it. And I like pretty fun. Alright, your turn. Oh, you're going for it there.
Yeah, so I like to this one because it's really similar to the one that we just saw, except it's slightly bigger. And of course, if you look, it's mostly black. And I don't know, this is an element that I haven't really seen on the other ones, where there's ridges and lines going up at the base towards the hilt, as well at the bottom towards the bottom hilt, which I thought was an interesting detail.
That Maya is by Rey's new lightsaber. When she by trying to visit in Tatooine, when she by put Luke Skywalker, shot Anakin lightsaber and Leia Organa lightsaber by into the sand. When she actually take apart her staff, and then she put like a yellow crystal in it. Then she by turn on my dick, then the blade actually come out and then yeah, I did like some of the detail of it. Like adding some screw right here. It sounds like it's very hard for me to actually find some paint because it's kind of very hard. I don't know, it's a toy. So, what I'm gonna pick now is Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber from Attack of the Clone. This one is not Obi-Wan, but someone else's. When Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber is being taken away from Count Dooku, right? We see a bunch of Jedi actually toss Anakin and Obi-Wan lightsaber. Obi-Wan again have a blue one, and then when he trying to like face Count Dooku, like he might actually hit on her shoulder, hit her leg, and then Obi-Wan used the force pull to try and fool Anakin the blue lightsaber, and then Anakin lost the green one, and then he faced him, but Count Dooku cut off Anakin's right arm, and it couldn't lightsaber, which people might concern what happened to Anakin Skywalker right arm and the lightsaber. Like no one actually like figured out on what happened to it. So I added in some detail, which is actually closer as it can from the actual movie if possible. Added in some sticker, and then I got the whole pipe, the sink pipe, at any like hardware store or maybe at Home Depot and put super glue, spray paint, and paint, and it came out really nice. So kind of like a good hit to the hand. You can actually, yes, ah, but yeah, I have like one of these pipe. I mean the lightsaber toy blade that you can actually go like this, and then wow, you can actually I don't know. Once you can actually to put on a flashlight or so, but I just like when you see like a wood inside of it, it's just like a plug. But you can actually just use a flashlight, stick it in there, and that way you can have like light. But I still like gonna do that in the future if I have a lot of money or so. Oh, right, your turn.
Alright,
Oh,
and choosing this one. Yes, it is similar to the one that we just looked at. And it does succeed well, but it is hollow on the inside, so it also accommodates those the top of the lightsaber. So if you wanted to use it at your own leisure at home, in these parts there's clear I don't know what to call it, but one, two, three, there's these clear props to really the accentuate and give accents, and then the buttons, the layers, there's it's really nice. And the silver coating, as well as just these two hollow straight through, and I'm guessing this is also made with the sink pipe.
yeah. Like again, my did one actually what I did is only going up like this. So I kind of more like that one. And if I can do it, you can actually Maya, can you like pick that up and try to yeah, kind of more like exactly the same like the picture when you see them, Maya.
Oh, it really is.
Yeah, I try to make it like closer in as possible. You can actually right now. So yeah, so for my other choice, I picked Darth Vader Lightsaber from Return of the Jedi. Now, did it kind of more like a glass flex when long time ago when George Lucas actually thinking, oh no, we need a lightsaber for like Darth Vader. We cannot film Darth Vader until so they like rushed through and they found the glass flags and they like, oh well. And they take it apart the different darker lightsaber from like New Hope or Empire Strikes Back. They cut it out and they like actually spray paint on with black, put like a keychain on there, added in some like bolts on it, sanded in some like the glass eye, added in some different activation switch, they put about 7 grip, and they put another D-ring on there, and then people might say, that'll do. So did it come more like Darth Vader lightsaber from Return of the Jedi, when Luke Skywalker actually cut off Darth Vader's hand after when he turned to the dark side of the Force. No one actually figured out on what happened to it? Maybe it just got been destroyed already in the Death Star. So don't you think it's kind of more like the same one? Like from like Luke's and Darth Vader? Don't you think it's kind of more like same or a little bit different?
I think it's similar, but I do think there's like key details that are different. Like there's
Yeah, they
three.
kind of more like they added in some like a pop riveter. So I tried to do pop riveter, but it kind of hard and it cost a lot of money. So I just like found some pieces to make it look better. Then I cut like the button and send all the pieces. So don't you think it kind of more like good on the hand or was it very hard?
I do think it's different, but I'm also partially biased, you guys, because in the ridge, I do think that it does accommodate a two-hand swing, so that's nice, and it
Yeah.
is similar.
And it kind of a little bit annoyed too, is because there's a D ring and a D ring on the bar. You have to hold it by both, so that way it doesn't actually make so many noises.
Oh,
Yeah, because how like annoying it can get. So your turn. Oh,
okay. I'm choosing this one, you
and
guys.
I can like seven.
Yes. And if you look on the side, he took a very fine paintbrush and was
Well,
able.
actually, sorry to interrupt, but I just I took some part of the toy, so I just cut it out, trying to do super glue on it, and put my hot glue on it. That way, it'll try to be smushed in there. So Sorry to interrupt.
No, even better. I thought he painted it on, but it looks very clean cut as well as I don't know if you guys can see that well, but there's a hole on the side, and he got the two ridges going out here and here, so and they're perfectly perpendicular to each other.
Those are like pins. The hammer pin.
And then the orange, these buttons, they're buttons, you guys, and they're perfectly colored, and just the coloring from it all.
Yes, like I did use like some orange and some like gold, so I just mix it together to make orange gold to try to make it close it can from the film.
Yeah, and it looks really similar to the film. The button on the side, it's very comfortable. It's not as heavy as some of them, or not as light as others. It's really nice. I like this one. This might be my favorite out of all of them, to be very
Yeah,
honest. In the top as well, you can see the attention to detail with how he made sure that he got this element to it as well as the side ridge.
that one I just took apart some of the toy, and funny thing is, like he used a lightsaber to cut off like Count Dooku's head after when he launched Mace Windu's hand after he tried to fake down Darth Vader, and then see that? Then he used it to actually kill so many younglings and all the Jedi. But Obi-Wan Kenobi actually like tell Anakin to stop so he can, so he just like fight. And then Obi-Wan had a high ground, Anakin had a low ground, so he jumped. Then Obi-Wan cut his left hand, well his right arm, his left arm, and his leg to burn to the ground. So he just like pick it up, and that way he can like take it away from his apprentice. It's kind of like cool and sad, but Obi-Wan Kenobi actually tingling with it. He take by the piece off. He take by the grip, the, the clamp, the button, and all the type of the detail. Okay, so on my turn. This bad boy. This one is a stunt lightsaber. This one is always like a Luke Skywalker lightsaber from the holiday special. Now, part of the reason I love this one is because it's a stunt part. What do you expect? And the metal part is a metal golf club. And then I wrap it around with the reflective material on it. Then my dad was trying to actually drill a hole for me. So thank Dad when I put hot glue and super glue and it doesn't go anywhere. So I just put my screws and hammers and I think I kind of like it. And again, it's kind of more like a movie screen material applied to it. That way, you can reflect the short light back at 100 at a time and tell it, you might go down and you see the flashlight. Yeah, like this. And my camera might say, problem was if you move it out of the area, it went from glowing and looking okay, it just overtaking pulp. My can actually like turn it on and try to. I know you can actually see it, but let me just like turn off. Sorry, let me just turn off that light. Sorry, you gotta be like dark in a minute. I'll turn everything back on. Okay, have it off. Well, and you see like closely, the blade actually like actually glow in real person. So yeah, when you see it, Maya.
Yeah, I
Like
see it.
yeah, you cannot really
You can't
see it in person, but when you try to like take a picture of it,
I think you can see in person. It's just hard for it to show up on the camera. It's kind of
yeah, like yeah, only in the camera or trying to like see it in person. So I think my personal favorite one of them all. Except like the other one that I just did. So okay, Maya, so it's your turn. We have let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The Waze lightsaber wooden one.
I like this one because it's all wood, and you can tell that all this was done completely by hand. All the little details from making the layers on the side, which different types of wood, like square with this the circular topping to it to give that perfect bridge. There's also this the lever on the side, perfect. It also slants up. You can see a great attention to detail. And he didn't miss a beat with the eye, glass eye, and just all the different elements up top. And it's really nice.
Yeah, I just find my some random parts that I can find and then try to throw it everything the best as possible, including the D-ring. And like the popsicle, that I just did that in a longer tube. So that was pretty like tricky. Okay, now now for this one. This one it come more like again in the Phantom Minute and Attack of Clone. Normally it like Mace Windu, but in like a Attack of Clone when he talked to George Lucas that he wanted like a what kind of color that he like what kind of color did Jedi and Sith get? And he said, well, good guys are green and blue, and bad guys are red. That's how they look. And then the other one in the play that makes Windu like smile, he like, no purple then? You might get purple. And then later he gave like the lightsaber, and then he had like a purple lightsaber. So they wanted kind of more like a Plo Koon lightsaber hill that everything made out of wood. Some of it like cardboard. Then I added in some detail, including a washer, and and then I did do a vacuum cleaner too. And then I painted it with some black with some thin paintbrush. So that kind of like cool. It kind of like awkward when you try to do it like this, kind of more like Darth Maul lightsaber. Like people have it all the time. Is that how you turn it on? No. Darn, I forgot. Yeah, people are having a hard time actually knowing on which lightsaber blade to come out. You having a hard time about knowing on where the blade is gonna be?
Yeah, I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I would have made the mistake only because the button's right here, and so I would have definitely got sliced up.
Yeah, like kind of more by they from a book by can't remember me just kind of more by this one next to Mace Windu. Mace Windu. So, alright, now it's your turn. You can actually like so careful with the lights are up. Yeah. Alright. Oh, the homemade lights of it.
Yes. Okay. This one caught my eye because once again, the miniature ridge, which also gives, I feel like it gives optimum coverage in a different way because it won't let, with when you grab it like this, it won't let your hand slip off if you
Mm-hmm.
had contact with another lightsaber. Also, I don't know if you guys can tell, but at the top, this perfect silver into, and it goes smaller and then back into the different layers of blue, silver, gold, all the way down to the center ridge, which is gray, and it's also detailed as well. So there's a lot of different elements that go into this. No glass eye, which caught my attention as well, and it has some weight to it. So a full swing, you get optimum coverage with this swing.
Yeah. Part of the reason why that I have a hard time difficulty Maya is because I try to put super glue and hot glue onto it because this part actually like come like off when you're trying to swing so hard and the thing I just don't like it. And part of the hitting in there you can actually try to screw it. I'm trying to there we go, try and turn it like that and then you turn it like that. Yeah. There we go. And then you just have that. And then inside of it, there's like crystal inside of it. So once you actually like hit it, like try to hit it with a metal. Let me get my phone something that actually I'll be right back, Maya. I will be on it. I don't know how she got out, but yeah, once you actually tap out like this, you can see like the red and blue. You see my actually if I do that. So I did buy some have like a little ball that can actually hit it. It turns to red blue when you actually a Jedi or a Sith. So and then I just painted it with some of the around it. That way it doesn't actually show it. And then once you actually done, you can actually go right there, but be careful on it. Then when it kind of very hard, you twist it like that. Sorry, it's just like gonna be a long video, and then nothing come up. Okay. Can you like scoot those lights off up, please? Okay, and that one too. For the next one, what I'm thinking is this one. Now, this one is a Star Killer lightsaber from Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Like the part of the video game when he actually modified it between like Anakin and Luke. You have like the glass eye, and you have like a button with no red button, and the rear like I think it's a part of the activation switch, and then you actually have like a riveted, and right here like it have like a kyber crystal like red, and then you have like four grips, and then part of the reason in the game is because like you go like this, that is his fighting style. Like people like having a hard time actually use it, they actually go against one another, but in the game like they kind of more like you go like this. So don't you think it's kind of a little bit awkward how you like
Hold it.
actually hold it? Yeah,
I'm actually a fan of it. It's different than the traditional sense, and oftentimes, as humans, we have
a
the
dagger.
yeah the ability to try to like hit things with more force by going down in that direction. So I see the appeal.
Kind of more like Ahsoka Tano when she like going like that.
Mm.
Like not only that they're like Star Killer and now Ahsoka Tano. What did they actually do next? Okay, Maya. So it's your turn. It's up to three. Oh, you're going for that one.
Yes. I think it's quite interesting how the bottom is like it's a part of the whole thing, of course, but it kind of is different than all the other ones that we've seen because it's in a circular shape, but it still has the ridges that many of the others also have.
Can I stop you right there?
Mhm.
That one is Obi-Wan Kenobi's first lightsaber after he lost it in Phantom Menace, and then he built another one which he got lost it again by Count Dooku, and now he made a fin neck, which is actually part of Revenge of the Sith, Star Wars The Clone Wars, and A New Hope. We continue.
Yeah. And I also like that surprisingly there's no glass eye, but I enjoy that about this one. It gives you ample room to grab it. The girth of it is perfect for any hand size, as well as the weight to it. I also like the silver top and the black ridges at the top. Yeah, a lot of good details to this, and this bottom part is my favorite aspect of it.
Yeah, I took like that part of the toy, then I stick it in there,
Mm.
but it's kind of more like the same as Qui-Gon Jinn lightsaber. He wanted to like do it based off from his master, and so Obi-Wan Kenobi actually like do it. All right, next one is Nip one. Nip one is kind of more like a camouflage, which again I built it when I was little, when I try and add in some grips and then some bubble card. But once I bought like the real glass flat, I just took it apart. Then I took the glass eye apart, and then I just like re-spray paint again, and then try to actually like painted it. Then I put glass flat with some wood burner, some of the detail. And then I use popsicle to try to make it as smooth as possible. So a funny thing is it kind of more like a camouflage when you have like a light bulb on it when they actually have the control box and then you try and take a picture, then the flash will actually go off. So this is actually be the first lightsaber that they actually do in A New Hope in 1977.
Oh, wow.
And finally, the last one.
This is the last one, ladies and gentlemen.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, lightsaber in A New Hope. Tell us about it.
And you guys, it has the small layer at the bottom. It has the hilt that we've been talking about. It also has the lever on the side with different, I don't know if you can tell, as well as the top part. It comes with the layers, the silver, the gold. It's all very meticulous with thoughts.
Yeah, and funny thing is, like, it kind of almost like exactly the same like Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. In case you haven't noticed. So when like Darth Vader actually cut off Obi-Wan, which Obi-Wan Kenobi turned into a Force Ghost when he might actually fade away before Darth Vader cut him in half. We don't know what happened to his lightsaber, but I think it always got blown up by a Death Star and so Luke Skywalker actually went to his hut in Tatooine, and then he actually constructed the same one, kind of more like Obi-Wan, but he added in some green one, which I know a part of Qui-Gon Jinn, because when in the Phantom Menace, when his lightsaber got been tossed away by Darth Maul, he used a force hole to try and grab his master lightsaber, cut Darth Maul in half, and we don't know what happened to the Hell and the Kylo Crystal. Right, I think Obi-Wan Kenobi actually still had Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber, and then he put it in the box in Tatooine, and Luke found it, and so he just like tinkering with it, and then he made his own like lightsaber. So yeah. So that is, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna might be stopping at that point. I know it's a long video, but if you actually like this video, please hit the thumb up and leave a comment down below on which lightsaber do you actually like and why do you actually love it. And if you're new on my channel, please hit the subscribe on my channel to get notification on my next video. And when I look up on my phone on my YouTube studio, I have 98 subscribers. That's like a lot. So thank you. Hopefully you can actually keep up for my next video. Until next time, I can try to make some more art and craft stuff in the future. If I had some time, which I don't know if Jessica or Maya are gonna be helping me on the video or not. So so I hope that all the time that we have, Maya, do you have anything to say to the audience?
Make sure you guys leave a comment like Justin said and hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We're almost to 100. Let's surpass. And thanks for watching the video to this point. We had a great time making it.
Alright, well, that's all the time we have, and thank you all so much for watching, and may the force be with you.